George, what are you doing? We need to be filming.
Give me a minute, I'm just doing some revision.
What are you revising for?
Oh, I'm doing my HGV theory test tomorrow, so I'm getting a bit of practice in.
Well, I think you need to be filming this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, take the camera.
So, I'm going to be learning to drive a truck. So before we get to that, there's probably a few things I need to clear up about what I've had to do to get to this point so far. I'm actually on my way to the test centre to do my theory test, but before then I've had to get myself certified by a doctor to prove that I'm capable of driving a truck and don't have any problems or illnesses that will make me dangerous. So after I've done that, I've sent my driver's licence off to DVSA to get my provisional entitlement on there, and now comes the bit where I have to learn about being a driver, driver's hours, loading and unloading, safety, emergencies, accidents, all those sort of things to make sure that I can pass my test. So Scania have actually teamed up with drivingforall.co.uk, who are a provider of training in this sort of area. But to supplement that, I've also got a couple of books, a copy of the highway code and the DVSA questions to make sure that I'm really going to nail this test, which I'm about to go and do. If I'm to carry on after this, and after I've done my training and do the tractor and trailer, I've also got to then pass two more modules, one on the practical side of things, so that's module 4, which is things like the walk around check and loading and unloading, safety, things like that, and then also another case study which covers much the same things as these. Right, so I'm about to go in and do my test. Wish me luck. Right, I'm just about to head off to Milton Keynes to go and start my first day of driver training with Scania. Quite excited about it actually. I think there's going to be a few things I'm not quite used to. I'm obviously in my van, so I'm used to driving fairly large things, but nothing quite like an 18-tonner. Gears, that's probably the thing I'm most uncertain about. Having to remember there's both up and down on a gearbox, and also exhaust brakes. Very few vans, only the little sort of 3.5-ton tipper trucks tend to have those. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure what I'm going to be faced with when I get there, so probably won't do any filming. Won't keep you up to date until the afternoon, but you never know. We'll see what happens. I've just finished my first afternoon of driving at Scania. Been out with my instructor Eddie. We've been driving my lovely G series around. It's Milton Keynes, so quite a few roundabouts to deal with. Have been a bit of a problem to begin with, but it's not gone too badly. Getting used to the lorry, the braking, the way the gearbox responds. It's an automatic. I was quite surprised when I saw that. I was imagining coming and having a full manual and hand retard and everything like that. It's fully automatic, so it's been really easy in that respect. And then it's just braking, just getting used to the exhaust brake on the foot brake, and just slowing the momentum of the vehicle. I think it's probably been another thing I've had to think about, but it's gone well. I've not been scared away, so I'm coming back tomorrow. Right, about to start day 2 with Scania, learning to drive. Eddie's in the cab there. He's not too keen to appear on camera at the moment, but I'm sure we'll get him around to it in a bit. I think he's going to talk me through walk around. We did it yesterday, but I think it's going to be me doing it for myself this time. But that's about it really. I think there's plenty more to come, some manoeuvring he's spoken about, but in the meantime I'm going to set up over here and then you can watch us do the walk around. End of day 2. It's been a real different day. If yesterday was the taster session, today was definitely the real thing. We've been going down a lot of narrow country lanes, near quarries, so a lot of tipper trucks bearing down. We're having to watch the offside and near side, make sure I don't go on the curbs and things. I wouldn't say my confidence has been eroded a little bit, but there's been a little bit of sort of moments where you're thinking I could have done that better. So I've had to really think about today. Did a bit of manoeuvring towards the end of it as well. Have to do a dogleg reverse into a parking bay to simulate being in a warehouse. That's gone okay. There'll be a lot more of that tomorrow. So just really trying to think about what's happened today. There was a few bits yesterday that I worked on today that have gone okay. Watching that, the red lines, the yellow lines, and the carriageways will probably come a bit more naturally tomorrow. Okay, home time. Right, day 3. As you can see, I've already got my high vis on. I'm just about to go out again. Just done a little bit of manoeuvring, and I think main aim today is to try and not get bullied out of position by other cars. Yesterday I was finding that I was reacting to other cars coming in. I just want to show you something quickly from my manoeuvring just then. There's a magic little device that I'm sure people are aware of, but you wouldn't really use it on the road, but for testing, there's a little biro there. So he helps me line up for my, have to get into this box here at the back for the test procedure. My rear has to be perfectly lined within that black section of the box just there. So that's manoeuvring done, time to hit the road. Alright, it's the end of day 3. It's been another really tough day. Really just kind of got to grips with the vehicle. I think it's such an easy thing to drive. I'm very, very glad now that there's no gears to do, but it is a really, really easy bit of kit to drive. It's just now trying to make myself think about all the things that I've done wrong previously, making sure I don't repeat those mistakes, and then contending with the weather and a few other little bits like that. It's been really tiring. I mean, having to concentrate so much it's no wonder this is a real skilled profession. People really need to take note of just how difficult this is. But at the same time, it's doable. I'm building my confidence, and you know, it is doable. There's a driver shortage out there, so people need to realise this isn't the hardest thing to do. You just have to really concentrate the whole time, which is what I've been doing. And as a result, I'm knackered. I don't normally look this tired. Well, maybe I do, but it's hard work, and I'm quite glad I've got 2 days off now to think about everything that I've done, things that I can improve on. I think one of the other guys is actually coming in tomorrow for another half day, so not everybody's sticking with the pace, but Scania are making sure that everybody is ready for that test on Tuesday. So there's a day and a bit to go for everybody, so we're getting there. Day 4. This is my last full day of driving, or afternoon of driving. So we've had the weekend in between, which initially I was a bit sceptical about. I wondered why Scania chose to break it up into 2 bits with the weekend in between. I thought we would run Monday to Friday, but I think it's actually probably been quite a good idea. So it's given other people who weren't maybe as good at the end of last week a day or half a day to get some more driving in. So there is that little extra scope if you're not quite up to speed on things. Fortunately, I've been okay, but I've been out in the van anyway to make sure I've been practicing all the things that I was told about on Friday, things that I was still having to work on, mainly just not letting cars bully me out the way. There's too much of that veering over and letting them dictate what I was doing, which is never a good idea when you're bigger than they are. So yeah, working on that, and also it's given me a chance to do some revision. So tomorrow's test, so I've been tested in just over 24 hours time. I'll be asked a series of questions. They're mostly straightforward. They're on things like maintenance and tachograph use, but I need to know those, so I've been revising those over the weekend. And yeah, that's it really. So 24 hours to go. This is my last chance just to put some finishing touches on what I've been learning, and really just try and get it all sorted. Hopefully it will go alright. We'll see. Speak to you later. Right, that's it. End of day 4. That's training over with. No more lessons really. Tomorrow is straight to the test centre. We're going to have maybe 30 minutes to get over there and get ready really. So that's it. Went quite well. Quite pleased with how today went. Didn't really have any major questions, queries, and just did my drive. So all on to tomorrow. Day 5 and test day. So it's all or nothing now. I'm here with Adrian, who's doing the test at the same time as I am. So thought we'd better introduce him and see what he's made of the course and about the rest of today. So Adrian, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Hello guys.
What have you thought of today?
5-day course was brilliant. Instructors were great. Yeah, they are great. Yeah, company is great as well. Trucks are great. Just see what's gonna happen in about next 2 hours. Fingers crossed, we both pass.
So you've done some training before, right? So how's this compared to your previous training?
Yeah, it's training with Scania. This is massive difference. Previous course, previous company weren't that nice. I was deeply disappointed, and I failed first time. So
hopefully better result today.
Hopefully, yeah, will be much better result today.
Cool. Thanks, Adrian. Right, well, we've got a test in about an hour's time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll have to wish us luck, and we'll let you know the results afterwards. Don't know if you can tell by our smiles, but we've just finished, and good news for both of us. How'd you get on?
4 minus.
Yeah.
4 minus.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I can't even find the words to describe because I'm so happy today.
Good.
And I'm looking forward for class 1 training with Scania, obviously.
Gonna come back for more then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want more. I want more.
Good.
I feel much more comfortable now. And like I said, I'm just looking forward for another training with Scania.
Well done, Adrian.
Yeah. Well,
nice to meet you, mate.
Yeah. Just keep trucking.
Keep trucking, exactly.
Keep trucking.
That's us done.
Yeah.
So that's my journey to doing my C licence complete. The guys at Scania have already told me that there's no backing out of doing my C+E because I passed first time and did it with only a couple of minors. So I'll be back to Milton Keynes for some more training and hopefully bump into Adrian again. It was really nice to meet somebody so enthusiastic about wanting to drive a truck and being a truck driver. So until I see you again, when I'll be doing this, I presume, for my truck and trailer licence, that's it. So Richard, you probably better have your camera back.